Hi Scorpio, my name is Leslie and I'm starting a tarot channel. So this is my first, actually it's my third sign reading. I started with Virgo and did Libra and now I'm on to Scorpio. So we're just we're leaving Virgo season, going into Libra season, soon to be Scorpio season. So yeah, I'm here just, doing some low budget tarot readings. I am learning, so please like, subscribe, leave some feedback, comments, send me a message. Let me know if this resonates, most importantly. So I'm here learning. I've been called to do tarot, obviously. The readers here have, that has been my calling at this time. So I'm going to try it out. So thank you for being here. We're going to start with some theme cards for Scorpio. And then this is not a private reading or one-to-one reading. It is for all Scorpios. So obviously things are not the same for all Scorpios all around the world. But we'll get some themes. We'll do a past, present, and future. And then we'll get some advice and do an oracle. I will also clarify the past, present, and future as well. So yeah, so let's dive in. What are the themes here for this reading for Scorpio? What are the themes? This is for fall 2025. What are the themes for Scorpio? What's going on with Scorpio? What are the themes for this reading? What are the themes for this reading? Okay. We've got the alligator guard, confusion and misunderstood. The deer, gentle kindness. And we have the vulture, adaptable and opportunistic. So this is very Scorpio energy. The gentle kindness is definitely resonating the most with that, and the confusion and misunderstand. So let's get into this reading. We're going to do past, present, and future. I'm going to pull a overall energy. The King of Swords just popped out. We're not going to take that right now, but this could be about thinking. This could be about intellect, which Scorpios know a lot about. This could be about some kind of communication coming in. Yeah. So past, present, and future, overall energy. Past, present, and future, overall energy. What's the past, present, and future for Scorpio? Ooh. And future. Wow. Okay. And the overall energy. Okay. So, we have the Queen of Cups on the bottom. We have the King of Swords. The overall energy is the King of Wands. So this could be you. This could be someone else, maybe a fire sign. But Scorpios also carry a lot of determination and fire. A lot of the same kind of traits here as the King of Wands. So I see potentially you here determined about a project, potentially like a passion project. It could be related to a connection, since in the past we have the Lovers. The Lovers is, about lovers. And so this could very much be about a connection with someone else. Whether that be an intimate connection or just someone or something that you love, including yourself. We'll clarify this. And the Lovers sometimes is about making a choice, which leads me into the present. We have the Two of Pentacles here. And the Two of Pentacles is about, making a choice and which direction you want to go. And sometimes weighing the pros and cons. It can be about balance as well. you see these ships back here a little unbalanced. And so what's calling my attention here is that there needs to be balance in whatever decision that you intend on making and which way you're trying to go forward. In the future, we have the Justice card. And so this also is about balance. And this is also about the legal system. This can be about, of course, justice, social justice, judicial system, courts. This could just be about yeah, I'd say I see the sword here and the scales, and I do think that there's a decision that needs to be made, and you're going to solidify that. It's important that you're flexible with this Two of Pentacles, and that's because things seem like they could be a little wishy-washy at this time. So let's dig into this a little bit more because I'm not really sure. So let's clarify the King of Wands. Why is the King of Wands here? Is the overall energy? Why is the King of Wands here? Why is the King of Wands here? Why is the King of Wands here? We have the Knight of Cups, which is about, reminds me of like puppy love and offerings, emotional offerings. We have the Tower, which means sudden change, and we have the Moon. And so what I'm seeing here is something is hidden. Something is hidden. I see you pursuing something of an emotional nature and, you know, moving towards something in a positive frame of mind. And I see something suddenly shifting and going to the Moon. And so I think it's, you know, speaking to the need to be intuitive right now and understanding more of the emotional side of a situation here. I feel like someone potentially was hurt and or has been struggling, potentially some depression because of a sudden change. Maybe there's been a change in you that has driven you to start something different. So let's dive into this. Why is the Lovers here in the past? Why is the Lovers here in the past? Why is the Lovers here in the past? Why is the Lover here in the past? Why is the Lovers here in the past? I see someone crying. So the Lovers is clarified by the Five of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. I see, you know, a lack mindset, someone needing to protect themselves, It seems like you're potentially in a relationship or have been in a relationship, and there's been some form of abandonment, that has come up that's creating some confusion. This is oddly reminding me of the reading I just did for Libra. But yeah, there's a connection here, and there's like romance here, but there's also a lot of fear. There's also a lot of fear of the unknown. Again, I see someone crying. I'm not sure why. Maybe you're crying inside. I know I cry on the outside and the inside. But something changed here. This is some kind of karmic connection. I'm not sure with who, though, to be honest. I'm not sure with who. You could be like dating more than one person, or with more than one person. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Why is the Two of Pentacles here? The snake keeps standing out to me for some reason. There's a lot of snakes here. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Why is the Two of Pentacles here? All right, we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Cups. And the Four of Cups. There's some sort of emotional instability here. I do see two people, you know, an earth energy, a water energy, but these, you know, this is like, someone seems what's the word I'm looking for? Very blasé about a connection or a decision that needs to be made. There could be a decision between something that is a lot of money and offers a lot of stability, but is not something that resonates with you, that makes you feel like, you know, uninspired, I mean, so kind of this, you know, something with a lot of money, but something you're not very inspired by, or something that you are inspired by that's not a lot of money. And so, or this could be people that you have a choice between. Do you want this more stable connection that's not very emotional, that's very just stable and consistent? Or do you want this like very loving and emotional connection with someone? So you're uncertain here. You're confused. Why is the Justice here in the future? Why is the Justice here in the future? We have the Nine of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands. And the Four of Swords. I feel like this is finding a balance between what's stable, what's most healing, what you feel passionate about. Communication is important. And so where are you receiving the most communication? Because that seems to be part of kind of your needs, Scorpio, is someone that is I mean, everyone needs that. But maybe that's something that either you're working on or your person is working on, or maybe that's part of the difference in these potential people. But I see that you're stable. What I see here is that you're stable in yourself. And so, you know, kind of what's coming to mind is the emotional piece what's going to most serve your system. Yeah, what else? Is there anything else? What am I missing here? What else is here? What else is here? The Seven of Pentacles. I see that you left something that you worked hard on, or either you lost, maybe you lost some stability recently. Yeah, you have the Five of Cups here. It looks like there was a loss. Again, in the past, there was some sort of abandonment. I feel like this is something that you've been working on for a while. And maybe you're like being challenged by some sort of relationship at this point. You've got some old stuff coming up. Yeah, there's a new beginning here with the Ace of Wands. And the Six of Pentacles. Reciprocity is also very important. Make sure that someone is giving, like, you're getting your needs met. So again, maybe this thing between something that's stable and something that's really fulfilling emotionally. All right. So let's get some advice. What is the advice? What is the advice for Scorpio? What is the advice for Scorpio? The Ace of Cups. The Star. Whoops. The Star. And the Hierophant. This is saying to go, I mean, it's really interesting because you've got this very traditional sense of things and then this other thing that's just filled with love, and then you've got this like wish fulfillment in the middle, and it seems like there's a lot of water here about filling your cup. And so if you have an opportunity to like have stability with someone that emotionally fulfills you, you know, going back to this like lack mindset that I spoke of earlier, it's important to, you know, money is money. And yes, you have to have it in the society, but if you're set and you're safe in your situation, then, you know, go with something that's emotionally fulfilling for you. I mean, you're a Scorpio, but it seems like there's been pain, right? This is all very Scorpio energy. But yeah, So let's get a couple oracle messages. I'm going to do an oracle. I'm going to do an extra oracle for Scorpio. But this is the first oracle. What is the oracle message for Scorpio? All right. We have fire and rain. So let me see what that says. Fire and rain, a contradiction in its fullest. Fire and rain speaks about the greatest truth, that we are human and that we are divine, and that there will be times of great contradiction. And that in this contradiction is also perfect harmony. There are things that we will not be able to explain, things that we cannot understand with our minds, but with our hearts and with our souls, we will know. And these things we must prove to no one. Within us is fire and within us is rain. Do not let anyone tell you that it cannot be so. You do not have to choose, as you are both. So, that's really beautiful. And I'm going to pull a oracle card from, I don't know the name of this. This deck was a gift, and it's Cryptids. So it's focused on the East Coast, it seems. Southeast Coast-ish. But yeah, let's get love these cards. Let's get a oracle message for Scorpio. What is the message for Scorpio here? What is the message? The Squanuk. Trail of tears. Sometimes hearts are for breaking. Don't let the hurt diminish you. I don't know if that's focusing. It doesn't really seem to be focusing. But yeah, Trail of Tears. Sometimes hearts are for breaking, and don't let the hurt diminish you. So yeah. Happy Libra season, Scorpio, and I hope you enjoyed this video and that it resonated. Please let me know if it did. That's so important. If these resonate with people, that's great to know. I've been practicing tarot by myself for a long time, so any feedback is helpful. I love learning. I love collaborating. So yeah, thank you, Scorpio, and I'll see you soon.